Hey guys, this is Stephanie and today I'm going to talk to you about PearDeck. PearDeck is just an interactive presentation tool that you can use to control student devices in the classroom. It works great in a lab setting or great when students are bringing their own devices in class. You can also use it with the Chromebooks. You can use it with any devices, and it's very similar to Nearpod if you've used Nearpod before, but I really like PearDeck a little bit better because of its partnership with the Google Apps for Education. I'll show you this quick video of how it works and then we'll talk some more about it.
PearDeck will change the way you present slide decks in a live classroom setting. When you hit Start Presenting in PearDeck, you're creating a live session for participants to join on their own computer, tablet, or smartphone. As the instructor, you control the flow of the presentation from your computer or tablet. On their devices, participants can respond to your pre-planned or impromptu questions throughout the presentation with a number of unique interaction types. Those responses can then be shared anonymously and in real time on your classroom projector or interactive whiteboard. From your device, you can isolate individual answers, toggle responses, and even do cool things like overlay all of the drawings your students have shared. Let's walk through a session to find out how.
All right, like I said, one of my favorite things about PearDeck is its cooperation within the Google environment. You can pull your presentations directly from Google Slides that you have saved on your Google Drive, or if you've created presentations in other graphics programs like PowerPoint or Keynote, you can upload them into PearDeck as well. But I usually just pull mine directly from Google Slides. Another really great feature about PearDeck is that it will work with Google Classroom. So if you've already got a classroom set up for your students, it will pull your rosters directly from Classroom and import the students into your PearDeck so that you can see as students are joining. And it will also export a join page to your Classroom account so that rather than having to go to peardeck.com/join and enter in a code, the students just have to go to their classroom like they're accustomed to and then click on the join button. So this video explains that a little bit more.
PearDeck's an app that connects teachers to every single student. So during class, teacher starts a PearDeck session and gets a code like DHBER, and then each student goes to a website, types in DHBER, and is connected. The teacher sees students as they join here. The code is super easy, but by integrating with Google Classroom, we've made this process easier. With Classroom enabled, I can click Invite a Class, it'll load my classroom rosters automatically up to date, and I can just choose the class I want to invite. When I invite them, all of the students I'm expecting show up and I can tell who I'm still waiting for. Also, the students, instead of having to type a code, when they go here, they can just see, oh, I have a session to join, and join it automatically. PearDeck gives you the power to connect to each one of your students in each one of your classes, and the new classroom integration gets you there so fast.
Okay, so here's the credits for all of the stuff that I used in this presentation, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch from my presentation to PearDeck. I'm going to open the teacher's view on one side of my screen and the student view on the other side of the screen. So bear with me just a second. Once you load your presentation, you are given this screen and you can open a projector view or you can open a student view like what the students see over here. What I usually do is just open projector view and then it'll give the web address and the code for students to join. So if you are using Google Classroom, your kids would just have to go to Google Classroom and then join that way. If you're not, you just have them go to this website and type in the code. And then when you type in the code, it will give their screen it will make their screen look like this, and then until you start the presentation, their screen will stay looking like this. When you start presenting, their screens will change to match your screens. So everything will be synchronized and work together. You can also ask questions, which I think is a really cool tool, and there's a bunch of different options to do that. You just click Ask a Question, and these are the question options that you can choose from. So I'm going to choose this one and then send it out, and then students would drag their dot between the thumbs up or the thumbs down. So my question is, do you think PearDeck would be useful in your class? So all they have to do is drag their dot over to whichever one of their answers they want, You can also show or hide. On the teacher view, you can show or hide student responses. So if there were a bunch of students connected to this particular presentation, you would see a bunch of dots on this page. You can also lock student responses. So say for instance a student's been called to the office and you don't want to wait on them to do their response before you continue and move on. You can lock the responses and then continue with your presentation. So I think PearDeck's a great tool for your class. I think it would be really helpful for your students to stay on task and to assess their learning as you go through. So I hope that you think that this video has been helpful and that this is a tool that you could use in your classroom. If you need help implementing it, please come and see me and I'll be happy to help you set it up. Have a great day.